Guys, wow, go on. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Riley's World. It's official, guys. It's official. Before we get into the channel, guys, let me introduce myself officially. My name is Alphonse Riley, and our channel, YouTube channel, is called Riley's World. What's the aim behind calling the channel Riley's World? As fans, we don't really, as fans outside of England mostly, we need a voice. This channel is the voice of the fans, to express our thought, our ideas, our just express ourselves as fans. So Riley's World is just like you having your opinion, your own voice, it's our world and we can express it the way we want to. That was the thought behind Riley's World. Right? Riley's World doesn't signify just me, it's all of us, the whole community, the whole fan base. Arsenal Football Club is a community, it's a family. And we have the right to express ourselves the way we feel like, the way we want. Right? That's what Riley's World bring. Riley's World bring across the expression of the fans who nobody hears. We give them a voice. With that being said, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Riley's World. It's official, guys. As you can see, what's up. As you can see in the background right there, Gyokeres is finally here. Finally here. It is a tremendous day for Arsenal Football Club. It's a tremendous day for Arsenal fans. We pretty much got the signing that we've been craving for. When I say craving, I mean like hungry kind of craving. You know what I mean? When you want something and you see it and you know you want it, that's how we're craving for this striker. Everybody in Arsenal kit our hearts can't wait to do this. We can't wait. It's a signing, it's a celebration that we've done once before. Actually, Gabriel has done it once before. Out of mockery. Out of revenge. But it's a signing that we'll get to do many times based on celebration for our sake. Right? It's been a long journey. It's been a tough negotiation with Sporting. Tough negotiation. I'm telling you, if at any given time I see that we need a baller from Sporting and Arsenal are supposed to go in negotiation with him again, I think I'm going to lose a couple pounds. I swear, I think I'm going to lose a couple pounds. This one was a hard fought one. In the end, it worked out well. We got, in my opinion, and the stats shows, the best striker of last season. It's debatable. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But my opinion, the best striker of last season, everybody gonna be like, okay, it was in Portuguese. Nobody cares. The stats are the stats. You get what I'm saying? The stats are the stats. The Portuguese league is a part of the league of Europe. He was in the Champions League. He scored a hat-trick against Manchester City. Manchester City is the Premier League elite. So who cares where he's coming from? Nobody cares. At least we don't care anymore as Arsenal fan. You understand what I'm saying? That's the striker that 90% or 80% of Arsenal fans wanted, needed, and that's the striker that we got. We are delighted. We welcome him and we can't wait for him to join up with the squad. I can't wait to see the players. I want to make sure that they have cameras there to show when he's there the players' reaction towards him coming in. I want to see his reaction towards joining the team. I can't remember the last time I've seen a player wanted a club so bad. This guy had chances to go different clubs. He had money offers. When I say money, he has money offers. Saudi came in with their money. I'm almost sure that Manchester United could have paid him a bigger salary than Arsenal is, because you know Manchester United can show the money and the salary. You know what I mean? But his one desire was, no, I only want Arsenal. You know what I mean? And over the period of time, seeing that his heart and his desire was only to be a part of the Arsenal football club. You know what I mean? Seeing all of that, I mean, like, he sold me. You get me? He sold me. And I started to draw into him more and more and more, wanting him to join us, wanting him to be a part of us, because we all know what he could do. It's just that everybody had their preference, who they would like. You know what I mean? But I think Gyokeres sold every Arsenal supporter. You know what I mean? Because of the love. You understand what I'm saying? The love that he has for the team. He wanted to join only Arsenal, and that's a lot. You understand what I'm saying? That's a lot. That states a lot from a player to put down a stamp like that, to be only interested in one club. One club. You know what I mean? It put it all in. You know what I mean? There was a possibility that if the move didn't go through, you'd probably look with a egg on his face. You know what I mean? That wasn't his priority. That wasn't his prerogative. You understand what I'm saying? He wanted Arsenal and Arsenal only. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful, beautiful feeling to see or to realize that the magnitude of the club that I support, you know what I mean? The magnitude of Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal Football Club is huge. You know what I mean? And I'm delighted to see a striker such as Gyokeres, with his elite quality, step up, stand out, and said, hey, this is the club I want to join. You know what I mean? He was officially unveiled today. He was officially unveiled today as an Arsenal player. You know, going back now, the saga is done. The saga is done and dusted. On to the next. Gyokeres is now officially, fully a Arsenal football player. We are happy as Arsenal fans. We are delighted to have such a player. We've been craving for a number 9. You know what I mean? And guess what? You didn't even choose the number 9. The number 9 is already occupied by Gabriel Jesus. So the nickname that has been given to him, Glutton 9, can no longer even stand. You know what I mean? Can no longer even. I have a name for him. You know what I mean? But I'm going to put it out in a video later. So later on, y'all guys will know the name that I have for him. You know what I mean? I have my own name for him. He's no longer a Glock 9. He's still going to be bossing it. You know what I mean? But not from a 9mm no more. You know what I mean? We have to go something bigger than that. You know what I mean? We have to go bigger than that. And this is it. You know what I mean? This is it. It's go hard or go home now for Arsenal. You know what I mean? It's been a terrific transfer win for us so far. You know, it's been nice to see that we've gotten some quality signings in. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you that most of the signings that we got, other clubs wanted them. Other clubs wanted these signings, you know what I mean? But they only wanted us. And that was the beauty of these players. I'm talking about the Christian Mosquera signing. I'm talking about the Gyokeres signing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about the Zubamendi signing. I'm talking about those 3 specific players. Other clubs wanted them. Their clubs wanted them to stay, but they wanted to move to Arsenal Football Club. Now that says a lot for the ambition of the club, the kind of club that we are, and what the ambition that we expressed, our moving forward. You know what I mean? The ideas, you know what I mean, our history. there are these things that appeal to these players. They want to come and they want to leave their mark in this club. That number that Gyökeres chose is not a light number. That's a heavy load he's carrying on his back right there. That number 14, guys, everybody know the history of that number, and nobody has been able to live up to that number since then. Nobody has been able to live up to that number. That number is iconic. That number as a statue outside of the Emirate to represent the player that worn that number for this club. Yes, guys, no other than Thierry Henry, King of North London. That's a heavy, heavy load. And you know what I like about this player? I mean, like, when he celebrates, he does this. But that's not him hiding. He doesn't hide. That's what I like about him. He doesn't hide. You know what I mean? He's in the front and center. He's showing himself big. He does not hide. That number 14 is something to hide from. That number 14 is something to hide from, and he's not hiding from it. He stepped up and he took it. That's brave. It could be stupid too, but it's not, because he's not afraid. You know what I mean? When I watch Gyökeres play, Gyökeres look like the kind of player that will go through a brick wall to make sure that he scores a goal. And that's what we've been lacking. We've been lacking the hunger. That player that get mad and upset with himself for not doing his job. Because, let's be real, what is Gyökeres' job? Gyökeres' job is to score goal. We don't want him to shift nobody. We don't care if he not neg anybody. We don't care about none of that. If Gyökeres can come on the field for 90 minutes, touch the ball twice and score twice, that's all we want from him. We just want him to score goals. Now, as I said before, this is the top striker of last season. Ain't nobody can go around that. Nobody can take away from him what he's earned. He is the top striker. He has been the top striker for last season. And he's now an Arsenal player. He's now an Arsenal player. And that is fantastic news for the Gunners. We're not afraid to be title contenders now. Arsenal is not a football club that hides. We've come second 3 consecutive seasons. 3 seasons. And the boys are up, had it, and ready again to go. That's not weakness. That's strength. The coach could have been hiding. You know what I mean? That's not weakness. That's strength. We get stronger each time. And we're putting out our best foot this season for the past 3 seasons that we've come second. So I guarantee you, there's going to be a difference in what we do coming next month, because we ain't playing around. We ain't playing around. Yeah, my boy Red Skull in the building. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. We do. I think we're in talk right now. Eze is not technically a left winger, but it's somewhere that he can play. And I think Eze kind of covers both the left winger and the attacking midfield. You know what I mean? I also watch the game against AC Milan. I don't know if you managed to catch a game against AC Milan, but I watched the game against AC Milan. And I'm telling you, Ethan Nwaneri is something special, bro. You get me? Ethan Nwaneri is something special. Ethan Nwaneri offers something totally different from Martin Odegaard. When Ethan Nwaneri get that ball, his only intention is goal. He has goal all over his mind. Unlike Odegaard, who love the passing and all of that, Ethan Nwaneri is not like that. You know what I mean? Hey, everybody dream at Arsenal is for Rodrigo. You know what I mean? Because I think what we're looking for is we're looking to be as effective on the left as we are on the right. You know what I mean? And so far, what the coach is doing is signing makeshift players that can fill in different roles. You know what I mean? Let's use Madueke, for example. He is a right-sided player. You know what I mean? But he can also play on the left. And that signing is for that purpose. I'm waiting to see the rest of the window to see what really can be done. But we all know that financial fair play has a lot to do with the buyings also. You get me? And we bought a lot and we haven't sold any yet. You know what I mean? So I think now is a time that we're going to reflect on the outgoings. I think the outgoings is going to be very, very important for us. Reese Nelson is a hot topic right now. He was one of the players that I was impressed with also on the AC Milan game. You know what I mean? I mean, Reese has been around for a while. Reese was like Ethan when he just came out of the academy. I thought he would have been like the next best thing, but he never really lived up to that potential that he has. You know what I mean? And he bounced around a bit, come home, bounce around, come home. He always has that spark, but just never managed to catch that spark on fire. You get what I'm saying? He just never managed to catch a spark on fire. And I don't think, I think his time has passed at Arsenal. I don't think he's going to manage to catch that spark on fire anymore at Arsenal because the young players that are coming up right now are better than him. And the players that we're buying are better than him. So he's pretty much getting left behind. You know what I mean? You can still see the quality player that he is. You know what I mean? But I think now is the time to move him so he can become, or at least try to become what he's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Um, if I'm going to, I kind of have mixed feelings over on the left wing because I think we have to get rid of one of them. You know what I mean? When I say one of them, I mean Trossard or Martinelli. Martinelli hasn't tapped into his potential yet, but Trossard is the now. You know what I mean? And Arsenal seem like they're going after it now because we haven't won a title for a while now, bro. You know what I mean? And that's true. No, those definitely gonna go, bro. Zenny definitely need to go. You know what I mean? Zenny, the problem with Zenny is this. Zenny is on big wage. You get me? Zenny is on big wage, and I think AC Milan wanted him, and a couple of clubs in Italy wanted him, and all of that. But the thing about it is this: the wage is the problem with Zenny. Fabio is definitely gonna go. You know what I mean? Lakanga is definitely gonna go. All these players, they, I think Arsenal will give them away for free if they need to. But I know that a lot of these players gonna go. You know what I mean? Players on the export list: Zenny, Fabio, Lakanga, Reece Nelson. Those four definitely, definitely gonna go through the door. You know what I mean? Because if they don't, where they gonna play? Let's be honest and real. If they don't go, where are they gonna play? Jesus, that's it. As you can see, the topic is one of the next thing because Avers. I'm not really with you on that one. I'm not really with you on the Avers. You know what I mean? Because I just think that Avers is not a striker, but he's a baller. You know what I mean? He's just not a striker for me. You get me? Alvarez is at 8. You know what I mean? So I think my 2-8 going I think my 2-8 going into the season with is gonna be Alvarez and Rice. That's my two left 8. You get me? Alvarez and Rice. That's the competition right there. Because if you look at the team right now, we have 2 players for every position. If we sell Jesus, we're gonna have to buy a striker. You get me? If we sell Jesus, we're gonna have to buy a striker, and that's a fact. You know what I mean? I don't mind him going, and I don't mind him staying. You know what I mean? It really doesn't matter because Jesus and Gyokeres, they're 2 different striker. One is a ball handler, and one is a goal scorer. So I think it just depends on the game. You get me? But Jesus has been linked with Flamingo. I don't know if you get that news yet, but Flamingo want him on a season-long loan with an obligation to buy or an option to buy. One out of the two. Is either it's an obligation or an option. Any which way you take it, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that because being that we have a striker, because we needed a striker. You know what I mean? Jesus to me is more like a roaming midfielder, bro. You get me? He's more like a roaming midfielder. So yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind Jesus going in Manchester City. Ballers that we get the Jesus, the Schenko. You know what I mean? They can go. You know what I mean? We have replacements for them now. You know what I mean? Shevchenko, I don't see where he's going to play in this team anymore. You know what I mean? You'll never see about the left spot role unless it's probably not even an FA Cup, probably a Carling Cup. You get what I'm saying? I don't see where he's going to play. So it's a different ball game right now. You know what I mean? The team has improved a lot, and we're really looking forward to next season. Really looking forward to next season. It's not playtime anymore. You know what I mean? I watched the AC Milan game, and when I started watching the game, um, he make Arsenal not sign in. Who's your baller? Who make Arsenal not sign in a baller? Who's your baller? Hey, we can't sign everybody, you know. That's one of the things. We can't sign everybody. And this transfer window has showed me one thing. This transfer window has shown me that it's not everybody we want us. You get me? That's one thing that this transfer window showed me. I mean, like, you have players that will do anything to come to Arsenal, like the Gyokeres, like the Mascara. You get what I'm saying? You have players like them will do everything to come to Arsenal. You get me? Some like the midfield that we just signed. Sometimes I can't even remember his name. You know what I mean? He pretty much had a deal with Liverpool last season, and he changed his mind to stay and hold out for Arsenal this season. You know what I mean? You have players that will do anything to join the club that they want to join. And Isaac has shown me that. You get me? Isaac has shown me that. Because remember this, Alexander Isaac was Arsenal number one priority. Before the transfer window closed, from last season, everybody knows that Arteta will sell his right hand to get that player. You know what I mean? And it was neither here nor there to him. You get what I'm saying? But I'm kind of understanding what's going on with him right now because him and Gyokeres are both Sweden players. They're both Swedish. Now, when Gyokeres was over there in Portuguese league, it was okay because it's a lesser league. You know what I mean? Remember this as well. World Cup is coming up. World Cup is coming up. So what does that mean? That means players gonna want to play for their spot. And where do they get recruited from? Their club team, based on their form. Now Yakar is moving to England. Spell trouble for Alexander Isak. You know what I mean? And with him being at Newcastle, it's not good enough anymore. He was okay at Newcastle because Gyökeres was over in Portuguese. You know what I mean? But Gyökeres coming over to Arsenal at a big club like Arsenal, you know what I mean, kind of rattle his feather a little bit. And he know that he wanted, now he wanted a move because, and look where he set his sight on, just to show you what it is. He wanted a move to Liverpool only. That means he want to be up there competing, just like Gyökeres is going to do. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm looking forward to. Because as much as the hype was around Isak, Gyökeres scored more goals than him last season. You get me? Gyökeres scored a lot more goals than him last season. So let's see what is going to happen because it's going to go down. You know what I mean? And I think that's the reason why Alexander Isak need a move now. I think that's why he's trying to get his move away from Newcastle because Newcastle is not going to compete. We know that. You know what I mean? They're going to play, but they're not going to compete, right? In order to compete, you got to be at one of the elite clubs. You know what I mean? You got to be at one of the top clubs right now. You got to be at one of the Liverpool, the Arsenal, Manchester City. You know what I mean? Even bounce around a little bit beside Chelsea. You get what I'm saying? Them kind of them in another little circle. You get me? But a Newcastle is gonna be, it has some hot and cold, and you know what I mean, you're gonna wanna have to make sure that you're competing. You know what I mean? We talk about Gyokeres, right? And we talk about where it's coming from and all of this, right? Look at this. If Gyokeres is coming from the Portuguese league and the Portuguese league is so weak, he managed to score so many goals, right? And if the Portuguese league is supposed to be so weak, that means it doesn't have quality players playing with. So if you do not have quality players playing with and you're scoring so much goals, then what is it going to be like when you join an Arsenal team that has quality players that can give you these ball to score goals? Imagine that. You know what I mean? And these are why I'm looking forward to seeing this guy. You get what I'm saying? I mean, like the tour, the tour is sold out, bro. I can't even buy the game. You know what I mean? The game is being sold, and the game that I think is going to play in is a Tottenham game. I think there's still a slot for the Newcastle game. I'm not really too interested, which I'm probably still going to get it anyway. You know what I mean? But there's a slot there for it. You know what I mean? The Tottenham game, you know, that's a derby. And imagine Gyokeres is going to be there for the derby because he's probably in Singapore right now. You know what I mean? He probably ain't going to play tomorrow, but he's going to be there. You know what I mean? So it's just going to be crazy for that derby game. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of talks with them neighbors about them signing. You know what I mean? Think Sesko is better option for Newcastle. Yeah, because Sesko is pretty much like Alexander Isak. You know what I mean? They're a like for like player. You get me? They're a like for like player. He is like Alexander Isak. So I think Manchester United going at Sesko is just a desperate move because I don't see our player like that fit in Manchester United team. That's just a waste of time. He's gonna be wasting his talent right there. I don't know how he fits in a team like in a Manchester United team. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. You get me? I don't see it at all, bro. No. No, but even him, we wanted him. You know what I mean? He was a choice for Arteta before Gyokeres. And if Arteta had his way, Sesko would have been the one right here, right now. You know what I mean? But guess what? They hold on to the price. They hold on to the price. United knew a rumor striker. You know what I mean? They hold on to the price for Sesko. And what does that cost them? That cost them not to get any sale. Because trust me, if they were willing to bargain, Arsenal will play a game. But they hold on to the price, and guess what? That caused them to lose out because now I'm telling you, players that will do stuff to join a club. Now I'm hearing that as you watch a video, Red Skull, you watch the video and you see the vent. You know what I mean? Now your ear says Sesko as a gentleman agreement that if he sees a team that he likes, they will let him go to that team. You know what I mean? Where was this gentleman agreement when Arsenal was knocking down the door? That means you never want to come. You don't want to come at this team, right? That's fine. You know what I mean? Because we only really want a player that want to come to us anyway. You know, in a sense, you can come put on the shirt and wear the badge, and you're not serious about it. You know what I mean? No, that doesn't make no sense. You get me? So it's all good. You know what I mean? You know, love lost. We just want to see them know about them. You know what I mean? To make them understand what is what. You get me? Listen to Gyokeres talk, you know, Gyokeres making know say, yo, ain't nobody to sell him and join in Arsenal. You get me? I say him done get sell from the project from him play with them last season. You get me? I think Gabriel calls that though because him say Gabriel and Saliba defensively hard like a rock. You see me? So I think say if him realize Arsenal have such a good defense, then what they need is a good attack. And him can bring that to us. You get me? And I think that's what he's trying to do right now. I'm looking forward to watching this dude play, bro. You see me? I'm looking forward to watching him. You see me? Yeah, man, United need a striker for real. You know what I mean? Are they gonna get one? You know what I mean? Because guess what? Everybody wanted to play in the Champions League right now. As me tell her, remember it's a World Cup. Next year, a World Cup. And with World Cup I come, everybody want to shine on the big stage. You get me? And that are the thing. That are the problem, right? Everybody want to shine on the big stage. You see me? So even Gyokeres, I think this was one of the reasons why Gyokeres threw everything out for move. You see me? Yeah, man. But him need a gentleman agreement in his contract. Yeah, man. I'm mad man, that man. Need a gentleman agreement in a contract. Which Arsenal? Arsenal ain't no small club for giving a gentleman agreement. That means he don't really want to play for the club. You know what I mean? He don't really want to play for the club. Jigga, big up yourself. Or what? Gyokeres is needle mover. Yeah, man. Everybody know that Jigga from Gyokeres signing for the club, you know, man. A problem, you know, man. The whole transfer market get shake up when all this news announced today, you know. Internet lockdown. You get me? Internet lockdown when this news finally break. And I like them to know what's coming up. But when the signing finally happen, everybody start shake every door now for find out what I want. When this news happen, Liverpool all of a sudden not satisfied with Nketiah. Whatever the brother name. Nketiah. You know what I mean? They're not satisfied with the brother they alone no more. They want Alexander Isak now. You know what I mean? And that would be a powerful strike force. You get me? But nobody cares. You get me? Because it ain't no situation where we're scared. Or ain't nobody scared of them. You get me? I said we are Arsenal, we're ready. You get me? Yeah man, we're ready. We're ready. So it's just gonna be what it is. You get me? Yeah man. Berta, I got sign one more player in the round. Yeah, Berta not play, me general. Berta not play with the road. Berta not play with the road. Yo, you call like Berta the best signing we make all season. What do you think? Yo, let me know in the comment. Berta is the best signing we make all season. Guys, tell me what you think. That's the signing we talk about. Yeah, man, Berta the signing we talk about, man, in the real life. The signing where I make the signings happen. You see me? And Eze, where the sign Eze, you know? Where the sign Eze, man? Where the sign Eze? Believe me. We're going to sign Eze, because Arsenal going to sign one or two more striker. No striker, one or two more players. So we might sign Eze and another player. Just look out. Arteta tell us that we need more signings. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, Bertha changed our life, man. Right now, I want to buy my beer. I want to buy my beer, bro. Yeah, man, Bertha make me feel like... Bertha make me feel happy. You know what I mean? This signing was something that we've been waiting for a while now. You see me? Waiting for this signing a while now. Right away, Arsenal will go fit in. Them selling. Can Arsenal go for him? If, as I said before, in order for Arsenal to go for Rodrigo, we really got to sell some players. Because Rodrigo not go cheap. You know what I mean? Rodrigo not go cheap at all. Yeah, man, Rodrigo not go cheap, none at all. You see me? Jigga, in order for my audio, I have come back out of this. You see me? I don't know if the audio while I'm up on this. I don't know if the audio while I'm up on this. Yeah, man. But Rodrigo would have been the ideal sign. Imagine having Saka on the left and Rodrigo on the right. Bro, no, Saka on the right and Rodrigo on the left. Bro, that ain't no joke, bro. Yeah, Arsenal been watching him for a while, but the thing about it is this. We can't stay around and watch him and just watch the market pass we by. So we still have to make the moves. You know what I mean? Rodrigo fit Arsenal like a gloves. You know what I mean? Yeah, them a look on later too. Yeah, for real. You know what I mean? Them also, what the brother name from AC Milan, what them play with? Them a look on him too. You know what I mean? We've been looking at some player. Yo, Arsenal look on players until them go look on Al Garnacho. Al Garnacho the man them look on. Two way man them look on left winger. You get me? But as I said, in order for them bring in a left winger, I think one of them have to go. And me kind of split in between. Martinelli and Trossard. And here's why. Martinelli has a higher ceiling. I remember when Martinelli burst out on the scene. I mean, like it was nice. It was devastating. It was good. Martinelli and Saka. I remember those were times when we needed two players who can bring forth an identity for Arsenal, and they did that for us. You know what I mean? But Martinelli hasn't moved on since then. He hasn't pushed on since then. You get me? He's not pushed on since then, none at all. You understand me? I don't, Jega, more audio, real talk. But I don't know how to do it while I'm live. You know what I mean? Red Skull, let me ask you this. You can go live too? You have a channel? Well, you have a channel, but can you go live, Red Skull? Let me know. You know what I mean? Can make it be a part of the community, no, man? Because Arsenal, man, you like the game same way. And you have a lot to say. You see me? So let me know, Red Skull, if you can go live as well. You know what I mean? The other brother and the thing, when you jigger AFC, yeah, man, I went away. Yeah, man, I went away, man. I never go live before. You get you, man. Me get you, fam. Get you. You get to me, Jenna. Okay, I think I find that option there, Jigga. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Jigga, me send the thing, so see if you can jump on. Yeah, man, me send the thing, so see if you can jump on. Yeah, man, but as me say, Arsenal a cook. You know what I mean? The topic today was supposed to be, we cooking or not? You get me? I said, do you guys think we have the right recipes? You know what I mean? Do we have the right recipes? Trust me. I think we have the right recipes. The thing I cook, man. The thing I cook. Ain't no playing with it. Yeah, Jigga, I'm gonna send it again. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, we have the right recipe for the thing, because I think we need a few more ingredients. As I say, Eze would have go well in the pot. You know what I mean? I think so. Isn't it? So, Red Skull, you know, like Eze as a sign in, I know you say nothing positive nor really negative about him still, but you know, like Eze as a sign in. What do you think about signing Eze? You know what I mean? That can cover on the left, you know what I mean? And also play in the middle if we need. You know what I mean? In play the other day, yesterday I think in play, and it was dazzling for Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? And Crystal Palace launched them kit, I think, today. Okay. Well, we think him is a number 10, but I mean, like, is a number 10 we can play upon the wing. You get me? And you know, so the versatility of what we like. You get me? Crystal Palace launched them kit today. And guess what? He might never part of it. So I don't know if that has signaled something, because as Fabrizio said, Arsenal are going for you now. Arsenal in attacks. You get me? So at time, I think them just in a really wait upon the deal for something for close, and then just go for it. You see me? And them close the deal now. So I think a time now to go for that signing. I think they want to wrap up the signing there early, so they can figure out if they can get one more signing. You see me? Yeah, man, I think they need one more signing after the Eze deal. You see me? So I think as early as them can, wrap it up. You know what I mean? The thing with Arsenal is this, you know, so we don't really go up front and just spend. I must say one player we ever really spend money on just like that, you know. And party, you know, just go play him release class and that's it, you know. You know what I mean? No problem, no issue, nothing. Just PM release class, yo, Atletico, all this. Party, come. You get me? One player. You get me? So, you know, that's an Arsenal problem. Arsenal always want to negotiate stuff, bro. You see me? Instead of just pay the money up front. Because guess what? Sometimes you have to lose to win. And that them have to understand. So sometimes you have to just play the game you're supposed to play in order to win the thing. You see me? Just like, I make a thing, Chelsea. Chelsea win trophy because I'm a risk taker. You see me? I'm a risk taker. Chelsea buy 70 ball every transfer season, you know. Chelsea supposed to own half a ball them everywhere. Half a ball them supposed to belong to Chelsea. Chelsea buy 70 ball at least every transfer window. You know what I mean? All them get out of financial fair play with all of them sometimes. Only God knows. I mean, we probably need to hire for them people next. Yeah, man, for them people, we probably hire next month. We can allow if you get away with them thing there. You get me? So, me kind of upset with the Madwake deal. You know what I mean? Because me say, I want next Chelsea ball again. But fam, you ever really watch a youth there? You ever really take in a youth there? The youth there devastating bad, you know? Him not finishing selling, him finished product kind of weak. You get me say? Him finished product kind of weak, but him devastating bad, man. Yeah, man, the boy have a devastation with a normal, bro. Yeah, man, devastating, man. I kind of like. If we can polish him up and fit him up and put him together, we think we're in for something real nice. You know what I mean? I feel like we're in for something real good. You see me? So, may I look forward.